Hey, how you doing, YouTube? This is Rainy Man Cave. Here we talk about physical media, talk about sports, home entertainment, stuff like that. If you're into that type of thing, you're on the right channel. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I appreciate it. Here I got another episode of movies that I slept on, movies that I wasn't expecting that was going to be good. That end up being good, and I end up liking. Some movies on here that became a movie series that I end up following because I liked the first one. So stuff like that. So got 5 titles here that I picked out of my collection that I fell asleep on that I end up liking, and explaining why that I slept on them and how long did it took me to finally pop them in and watch them and give it the thumbs up okay movie to watch. So for that being said, please hit the like button, please subscribe to my channel, show the support. I'm not trying to have this video as long as long, but trying to go in detail as much as I can. If you see my other videos, I try to fly through and trying to get through the point as fast as I can. So for that being said, thank you for tuning in. So, all right, pick my 5 titles here. As you can see, I got a whole shelf over here on this side of movies, and I have a little shelf over here with movies, and I have another little shelf I have a movie. So I have enough in my collection to pick 5 to go over movies. So it's pretty much I will never run out of content with that. And there's plenty of movies out that I haven't seen yet that I probably be like, I'll get to it later when I get to it, and that I can share with you and let you know that why I slept on it and why it took me so long to get to it. So let me go over my first title. First, I have my 5 that I picked in my collection that I slept on. First one is The Wolverine. I fell asleep on this movie because I wasn't impressed with the first one. So I didn't really have high hopes of the second one. So I slept on this one. And honestly, when I finally watched the second one is when I found out Logan was coming out, the third one, which I thought was going to be his last Wolverine movie. But obviously, it's not. He's coming out with the movie with Deadpool, which I plan on going checking out. But yeah, I definitely fell asleep on Wolverine. I finally watched it, and it's definitely better than the first one. Took me a while to get to it. I thought it was okay. I'm definitely the very first Wolverine movie. Origin is the weakest one in the trilogy, and of course Logan is the best one. This one definitely sitting in the second in between. So it took me a while to get to it. My cousin, he kept saying, "Yo, it was a good movie. Check it out, check it out, check it out. It's better than the first one." I wasn't really feeling it. And believe it or not, Wolverine is my favorite X-Men character, and I actually have like a little statue over there of him, of the Wolverine character over there in my set. So when I finally went and seen it, it's definitely better than the first one. If y'all haven't seen it, come check it out. Some stuff in this movie, especially at the end credit, doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, it's a Marvel movie. I do enjoy some of the Marvel movies. I want to say I enjoy all the recent one that that I felt like that's they took a downfall. But this one's definitely is a good watch. I definitely enjoyed this Wolverine. I got the steel book, so it's a pretty good Wolverine movie compared to the first one. The first one was pretty much horrible, but I definitely enjoyed the second one. So I did sleep on it for a while till I finally watched it, and I enjoyed it. Next, I have Daniel Craig and Ronnie Marie and the girl with the dragon tattoo. I wasn't interested in this movie at all. I do remember that it was based on a book. I never heard of the book, but one day I was like I said, I had a movie to watch. I seen this on it was free on cable. I played it and I enjoyed it a lot. I really did like the movie. They did made a sequel to it. Different girl that's playing the girl with the dragon tattoo. I didn't really like the second one that much. I forgot what the other one called. I think it's the girl trapped in the spider web or something like that. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed this one. This is really good. If y'all haven't seen it, please check it out. I do remember, if I'm not mistaken, there's a version of it overseas that came out first before this one out. This is the American version, I guess. I don't know. I know there's different type of versions, but I did enjoy this one. I do like this this set that I purchased a while ago, both faces, and they have the movies. And real quick, this I thought it was a copy. I thought it was something like somebody burned on the disc, but it actually is what the disc is. I know someone who had this movie and it showed up in the same thing. So I was like, okay, I thought they got me. But it's a pretty good movie, y'all. Check this out. It's the girl with the dragon tattoo. I seen this years ago and I had this in my collection for a while. But I definitely slept on this movie. I wasn't really interested in seeing this movie at all. I did hear good things about it. That's what kind of brought me to go ahead and check it out, and I did enjoy it. Third one on my list I fell asleep on is The Maze Runner. I did enjoy this movie. I don't know shit about the book, but I did enjoy this movie. I did follow the whole trilogy. I do feel like part one is the strongest one out of the trilogy. Honestly, I think part one, part two, part three. I thought the part three was slightly disappointing, but I do like the Maze Runner. I do like the first one. The first one was real good. That's what made me want to follow the other two movies. But this one is my favorite out of the trilogy. I definitely fell asleep in this movie. I wasn't interested at all. And I remember when the movie dropped, people was going to see it and people was talking about it. I just wasn't really interested in seeing the movie at all. But it had a trilogy, so I decided to finally pop it in and watch it. I liked it, so I went to go ahead and brought it. I actually got all three. But yeah, I definitely like The Maze Runner. It was a pretty good movie. Part one is definitely my favorite out of the trilogy. I can watch this one anytime, any day. Just give me so just quick Maze Runner. I don't know how much I could, say much about it, but I definitely do like part one. Part one was real good. Next, I do love my war movies. I do like my military movies. And one movie I wasn't really pumped up seeing, but I ended up watching it one day, and I enjoyed it, and I definitely threw it in my collection. That's with Jamie Foxx on The Kingdom. I wasn't really pumped up in seeing this. This is doing on Jamie, as you want to call it. He's still getting work, but when he came out with Ray, he was pretty much putting everything around that time. I believe this movie came out in 2008, I believe, or 2009. I know it was an older movie, but when I first finally seen it, it was pretty good. I wasn't really pressed to seeing it at all. I fell asleep on it. A lot of people don't really talk about this movie. It's definitely is it in my top 10? Probably not. I do have plenty of movies that I like. Before this one, I might have to do a top 10. My top 10 military movies, war movies, whatever you want to call them. But this is definitely a pretty good movie. I definitely fell asleep on it. It wasn't really pressed to seeing it. Jamie Foxx give a good performance. Everybody else in this movie, Jennifer Garner even give a good performance. So it's a good movie. When we popped it in, we enjoyed it, especially towards the end. It was, a movie that kept us on the edges of our seat. So if y'all haven't seen it, check it out. Don't fall asleep on it. And the last movie I fell asleep on, I actually enjoy, and I gave it a look during Halloween time, and I still enjoyed it. I'm not a big Renee Zellweger fan. I'm really not. I would never say like, hey, put in that Renee Zellweger movie. I'm not really a fan of her. I don't know. It's just some movies I can't watch her in it. With Jamie Foxx. I mean, not Jamie Foxx, with Jim Curry and Me, Myself, and Irene. I could watch that. But she is the starting role. She had the starting role in this movie. I wasn't really pressed of seeing it at all. But I ended up watching it and I ended up enjoying it. It's not the greatest horror movie of all time. It's not even in my top 10. But it was a movie that I fell asleep on that flew underneath my radar, and I didn't pay no mind to it. But I ended up liking it, and that's Case 39. If y'all haven't seen it, please check it out. It's a good movie. Y'all won't be disappointed. It shocked the hell out of me of how much I enjoyed it, and I'm able to put it in as a rewatch. I have plenty of horror movies that I have in my collection. Actually, I have a whole section dedicated to horror movies, and some of them I could just watch here and there. But Case 39, I could pop in at least once a year, once or twice a year, especially during Halloween time, and give it a watch. I definitely put it in last year Halloween, and I could watch it when it was not even Halloween time. It's a pretty good movie. I did enjoy it surprisingly, and it is what it is. So Case 39, definitely a movie I slept on. I wasn't really pressing to see, but I ended up watching. And I realized Bradley Cooper was in here too. So that's that in his early work, before he popped up and got big. So those are my top five sleeper movies that I fell asleep on, that I enjoyed, that I put in my physical media collection. If y'all new to my channel, please hit the like button, please subscribe. Y'all got movies that I fell asleep on, please share with me, let me know. If y'all got any movies that that y'all want to throw at me that I might have to check it out, and y'all end up liking it, let me know. I go ahead and pop it in and check it out whenever I got time to, and might end up in one of my videos, you never know. So for that being said, peace, y'all be safe, have a good one.